Hey everyone, Cerise here, and I'm here with Johnny Be Good. And we're sitting here chatting because I'm over here at Playa Laguna about to look at a few apartments. And my gosh, you told me something that resonates with my own story. You came here on a 10-day vacation,
10-day vacation.
and what happened?
And after the 10 days was up, my son said, "Dad, well, it's time to go." I said, "Well, I'm not ready to go." He said, "Well, what are you gonna do?" I said, "I'm gonna stay here." He said, "Well, what are you about your stuff?" I said, "Bless somebody with it. I don't need it here. I'm happy here. I feel happy. People are loving. They speak, and everybody speaks. Nobody frowned up at me or whatever. I'm happy here. I'm at peace here.
Nice.
I lived in Los Angeles for 30 years, and all the stress and everything else, all of the wonderful things we had, I don't miss any of it.
Nothing.
I said, no, I get up in the morning, I walk to the beach, and I walk maybe 4 or 5 miles in the beach, and I'm happy for the rest of my day. I don't have any stress, any problems. Everything is paid.
Nice.
So I'm at peace.
I have a couple of questions. You said all your bills are paid. So, do you own here yet, or do you rent?
No, I'm just
So,
renting.
okay, 3 years you've been renting, and I find that's for me probably it's been one of the best things because I move every 3 months.
And that's what I'm saying. I can
Yeah.
move whenever I want. I just pack up whatever little things I have, and I move on.
Nice.
So,
Yes. And let me ask you, how much? So you're in Puerto Plata.
Mhm.
Now I have a two-loaded question here. Number one, I didn't know that there was beaches in Puerto Plata. I only heard of the Malecon.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
realize it's a beach. Can you
Uh-huh.
swim there?
Oh, absolutely.
Ah, so there is a
Absolutely.
beach in Puerto
Oh,
Plata.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, and the second thing is, how much do you pay rent?
I pay almost 500 a month.
So you probably have like a 3, 4 bedroom.
3 bedroom, 2 bath. I'm sorry, almost 400.
Almost 4?
$380 a month. Yeah. But we don't want to tell everybody because
He pays
Almost 400.
almost 400
How many
American
Three
dollars,
bedroom,
3 bedrooms and two
baths.
baths.
With a yard in a nice gated area.
Nice gated area too. And wow. And was it furnished? Or so you had to furnish it?
Empty.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Mhm.
So wow, that is amazing. Right.
That's what I'm saying. I said I was used to paying almost 3,000 in LA.
Right.
And 1,800 in Florida, so
Oof.
to come here and pay three, no problem. Less than 400. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're good.
that's
oh,
like
absolutely.
the whole year rent back home.
Actually, it worked for me.
Yeah, so you're originally from America.
Cleveland,
And
Ohio. Yeah.
Cleveland, shouts out. LeBron,
You know it.
back in the day.
Now he's in
No-
LA.
no
and
more,
I was an LA fan for 30 years. So.
oh yeah? And now let me see who you got here. The Bulls,
The Bulls.
Chicago. So there's a lot of my viewers that want to move here and do exactly what you did. Were you retired already when you moved here?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the transition like? Like a lot of people don't have their residency, and that's cool because they just pay the taxes when they leave at the airport.
Exactly.
But there's always that process. Everyone has their own journey. What was yours? You just said, "Okay, I'm going to
I
stay,"
came and said, if anybody can live here, so can I.
and 3 years later, never stepped off this soil.
No.
Never went to
And to be perfectly honest, as much as I hate to say it, I still have parents that are alive in Cleveland.
right.
But I hate Cleveland so much. I don't even want to go visit. So thank God for a video screen that I can talk to
That's
them on
right.
YouTube and I can see them and they see me and they know I'm doing fine. But I
Okay.
think for me to spend money to go someplace I don't want to be,
Right.
here I'm happy.
Okay.
And I said I can utilize the money here where I'm happy.
That's right.
I don't want to go back to the States for what? I mean, you look at the stress and the depression and all people submit suicide and the traffic and all the crazy. I'm
Right.
at peace here. I don't need
Beautiful.
anything. I'm sorry.
Beautiful. So my next question, sorry, is one thing I think about periodically, not often, because it's kind of like a dismal thought. What about funerals? Because my thought now, before you answer that, my thought now is if one of my parents, my mom dies or my stepdad or someone dies, I'm not going to go back because I'm not going back for them. They're gone. I'm just going back for a big party.
Right. And for
why
me,
would I waste
I
that?
said, thank you. I'm not going. I said, it's not like that's a surprise. My parents are almost 90 years. My dad is 93.
Right.
And my mom is 89. I said, it's inevitable. We're all going to go.
Right.
And my brother, well, you're not here to watch us get old. I said, no, I'm here watching my own self get old. Why do I need to come back to Cleveland and watch them get old? That's not my job.
Right,
My job
right.
is to enjoy my life while I have it.
That's
And I said,
right.
when they pass, I believe that maybe we'll see each other on the other side.
That's
There's no reason for me
right.
to come see them in a box. I've seen them walking around. I don't want to go see
Right.
anybody in a box.
Right.
No.
And essentially, you're going back just for their last party, and they're not even there to enjoy
Hey,
it.
thank you.
Great?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay,
Oh, no. I
good.
said we'll wait till on the other side and we'll have a bigger party.
Right?
And they'll be in better health and everything else. So I can
Amen,
wait.
brother.
I can
Amen.
wait.
That's exactly what I've been contemplating. Because at first, when I came down here almost a year ago, I said to myself, "Only way I'm going back is for a funeral." After a few months, I said, "But why would I do
Well,
that?
thank
They
you.
can just have me do my speech on Skype,
Thank you.
right, at the funeral."
Right. I'm good right here.
Right. Awesome. Now, without all that negative part there, but I do want to say, I always appreciate and honor somebody that can just say, "Give it all up." Did you did you have anything sent to you from back home, like
No,
any essentials? You
no.
just said to your son, "Let it all go."
I'm sure just me coming here with my past education, my past life, I'm more equipped than a lot of people that live here all their life. So I say
Okay.
there's nothing here that I can't get. I mean, if they got it, I'm sure I find a way. I
All
learned the
right.
language, I learned the people, I learned the customs and culture, I learned my way
Mm.
around.
How
What,
long did
what?
it take you to learn Spanish?
Well, actually, I lived in LA for 30 years, so
And
I knew some Mexican Spanish from years ago. I studied at
okay.
in Mexico
Oh, I
at
didn't.
University of Guadalajara. That was almost 30 years ago. But
Okay,
yeah,
but it kicks in once you're here and you're engulfed inside of the culture.
exactly. And that's
Okay.
also about something why I wanted to stay. Because when you immerse yourself, you're forced to learn to speak the language.
Yep.
I said, and needless to say, I gave away a lot. Because I
Right.
didn't know the money difference and everything else, dealing with dollars to pesos. I
Yeah.
gave away a lot of money. And my girlfriend would say, "You're Santa Claus. You just give money." Propinas to everybody. Everybody gets tipped.
Right,
So I'm
right.
learning now to budget more.
And instead of giving 50 pesos for a tip,
And I was giving 500 pesos.
you were.
And
I
he
was
said, "Why
doing,
you tipping?" I'm thinking of just $5. I'm thinking,
right, because back home we do
right.
do that.
Oh yeah.
500 pesos is $10,
$10,
right? But you
right?
learned that.
Yeah. And now
Right,
you learn after a while of doing
right,
that, and you at the end of the month you wonder where's my money. You
right.
just blessed. You just gave it.
That's you just
Yeah.
gave to everyone.
Yeah.
And back home, I can remember, like even just a year ago, going out to a few dinners and stuff. It's customary to give someone like a $20 tip
Right.
if your bill is like 60, $70 kind of thing. But very rare here do I actually rack up a $70 bill.
Right.
I could go out and get all buzzed up and
And
tipsy and
and,
full.
and I'm so surprised that so often they don't even anticipate a tip. I mean, there's certain places that I go, they don't even look
Right.
for a tip. But I'm tipping when the guy comes put it in my TV or my video,
Nice.
or my cable, whatever I pay. I tip.
Right, nice.
You don't tip.
You don't have to do right.
Right.
But it's nice when you do, because when you do,
And fortunately,
it's respect.
I'm able to,
Nice.
and not go broke. I'm able
Right.
to, so.
little 50 pesos here now. Now I'm to 50 pesos,
Right.
like an American dollar, but that's on like a very cheap bill I'll pay for.
Right.
Right, but I've gotten it under control a little bit.
There you go. And
So-
it's all a learning process.
Right.
Because it's something entirely different. The language, the money. I mean, it's different. So and I say for me, that's growth.
That
To
is
stay in the
growth.
I think, I hope my brother don't see this. But I
You're
think
good.
you think like you're 69, 70 years old, but you're in the same place you were born, and you're going to die here.
Mhm.
Doing the same thing. How can you do that? Where's the growth?
Right.
What do you? I mean, you crazy. You go somewhere else and do it.
Right.
Well, I'm crazy
Right.
because I want to grow. I want to see things differently.
Yes.
And I have traveled not as much as I'd like to, but even from here, because I save so much money on rent and other things, I can
Nice.
travel more. I have an access,
nice.
an ability to travel to
Right.
other places.
Yes.
So no, for me, I say this is not for everybody. But for
Okay.
me, it's for me.
It's for you.
It's for me.
Now, in terms of traveling, because I hear a lot of people leave here, they go to Colombia, they go to Panama, and then they come back,
Right.
right? And then they're like, "Oh, I love Dominican Republic," but they like to go for a break all the
Right.
time. Have you heard this people going down in droves to Colombia?
Oh yeah, I know guys that go there quite a bit,
Yeah.
but they prefer here. Most of them that I know.
Okay.
And I like Costa Rica, but
Costa Rica, okay.
and it is beautiful, but I prefer here.
Why?
For one thing, it's more economically, and I don't know. I just feel more at home here. I
Nice.
mean, everybody smiles at me. Everybody says hello,
Yeah.
and everybody knows me now. You know
Right.
that after being there almost 3 years,
3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so couple of probably second last question here. I want to know.
She's so thorough.
What
I'm
are
telling you, it got me by surprise. You know, this is not what I do.
I hope somebody's watching from there. You're doing a good job.
Here we go. Can I show you for a
Major
second?
network.
Here we Oh, there we go. Look at that. We're going to be looking at Mr. Johnson's apartment in a second, right here in Playa Laguna.
And good for you. You come in with an idea.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, this fell on me as I'm a writer and a soul coach.
Okay.
But when I realized that a lot of people want to come down here and do what I'm doing, do what you are doing after
Enjoy
3
your
years.
life.
You
I
came for
think
10
that-
days and didn't go back home. Didn't even. I came for 14 days. Went back home to Canada for 5 weeks, and I said, "What am I doing here?" And I came back on a one-way ticket, not knowing when I was going back, and then made the decision that you made like that. But you did it on your first trip here.
On my first trip.
Ever 10
After
days.
62 years, I know it's in America. It's nothing new. I mean, when I came here, this was new.
You just
And I
kicked your
enjoyed
feet
it.
up, and you said, "Okay, I'm not
I'm
going
home.
back to America. This is my new
When are you
home."
coming home? I said, I'm home already. I'm
Nice.
already home. I don't need to come back to the States.
Something else.
Yeah.
And you see, like that, that is what I find. People get that bug, and some people, they go, but they can't do what you do because they have to go back to work. They have to go back to the matrix, as Russell says in Taylor Made Dreams channel. So what advice would you give to people when they're coming here, even if they're just coming here for 1 month? What would you tell them to do in terms of, like, is it okay for them to rent a hotel, or is it better for them to get an apartment? Like,
Well, it actually depends on the individual. You know, if in fact you're in a position that you can rent a house, I think that's better. It's more economically, I think, than a hotel or resort.
yes.
But I wish I could get it.
Because you went and got all your furniture. You got an empty house after a while,
And I'm just buying furniture little by little.
little by little. But when you first got your apartment, you were furnished.
I had a suitcase and one suitcase.
One suitcase you came with, because you were only coming for 10 days.
For 10 days, I had one suitcase. And I
Wow.
moved in and I met a friend and she
Right.
took me and we bought beds and fans and
Nice.
and that was it.
Slowly, slow. That's all you really need is a bed. and
That's
fan.
all I had. And I could walk to the beach every morning. You know,
Nice.
and it was beautiful.
Ah.
But now, of
And
course,
now-
we're a little better furnished than
Yeah.
everything after 3 years now.
Now, after 3 years, you got a house, and you know what? I have one more question for you, because look at all this what he just ordered right here, guys. Look at that! Got his wings and his fries up there. So I have one more question. Do you ever think of going home? Like, do you think,
I
because
don't
this is
even
your
wanna
home?
go visit this. And
All
I say,
right.
you know, and every time I watch the news in America, when I do, it's just confirmation. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I am where I'm supposed to be. There's nothing I can do about what's going on in the States. No reason for me to go back there. I'm not happy there. You know, I feel more at home here. People
Now, this
hug
what-
and they speak to me.
This guy right
There's no
here
reason
is
for
who
me
you
to
need to
go
worry
back.
about.
I have no reason to go back to the States.
No reason. Well, Johnny, be good. Looks like you've been good.
I'm trying.
You're
It ain't
good to
always
yourself.
Fun, but I'll try to be good.
Thank you so much for the interview.
my
You are
pleasure.
amazing.
Thank
You guys, you want to do what Johnny's doing? I think it would be a good idea. All right, let him dig in right here with his good food.